Alright guys, this is my 69 subscriber and 144 follower special. First off, nice. Second, thank you all so much for your love and support. It really means the world to me, and I will continue to make more wholesome content for y'all. Now I know what some of you guys are thinking. Hey Suarez Digital, that's not a big number count. I don't know why you're so excited. Put it this way, whether it's 69 subscribers or 144 followers, that's still enough people to fit in, I don't know, a small lecture hall or a classroom, or even a small movie theater, which means that there's a small amount of people that enjoy my content, so it makes me really happy, you know, and I will continue to make content just for those small people. And I've always said, you don't have to have a huge audience to make content. As long as you're happy and you enjoy making it, nothing will ever beat making content that makes you happy. There's nothing better than that, you know? So the big question I always get is, what is your most expensive game? And to be honest, that's kind of a hard question to answer. You see, when people ask me that question, my response is, are you asking how much I paid for it? Or how much it's worth. As you guys have seen in my previous videos, I've actually bought some games for really inexpensive prices that later turn out to be worth a couple hundreds of dollars. So rather than just list one, I'm gonna go through all my expensive games. So for these games, I'm gonna let you guys know how much I paid for them, as well as their current market value as of August 23rd of 2020. So let's begin. First up, we have a complete in-box Knuckles Chaotix for the Sega 32X. So many of you already know that the Sega 32X didn't sell all too well, and some games like Knuckles Chaotix never saw a release outside of this system. So the only experience many people have is playing it through the ROMs. And about a month ago, I ended up finally picking up a copy for myself. Mine is in really good condition, it has a little bit of wear on the tag, but all in all, it's something that I'm proud to show off. I bought it for $220. It's kind of stuck around that price. So for the record, this is the most I've ever spent on a game. I kind of regret doing that, but you know, it is what it is. I bit the bullet. I was afraid that it would go up to $300. Currently, as of this video, there's only one other incomplete box listed on eBay. The current listing doesn't come with a manual, mine does. So you know, I'm trying to justify it for myself because deep down I'm still kicking my butt for spending this much on a game when I said I would never do this. Up next is an all-time favorite game of mine, Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. When this game was released, Fire Emblem wasn't as popular here in the US, so it didn't sell all too well. I bought mine for $120. Its current market value is $250, with $300 being on the higher side. So I scored really big on this one. The next one is the game that everyone wants to try to steal from me when they see it. Dot Hack Part 4 Quarantine. And by today's standards, I say that the name aged really well. And a lot of times it's hard to find a set that has both a DVD and the game intact. These both are in pristine condition. I got mine for $100. The game is currently averaging at $250. So again, I like to think I won this round. Up next, we have Fire Emblem Fates, the Special Edition. This Special Edition version was sold in limited quantities. The only way to obtain this game was through pre-order. The pre-orders for this game ran out within 10 minutes of the launch. I recall seeing that some people try to wait 2 days beforehand at a Best Buy or a Fry's to try to get a copy of it. Whether those stories are true or not, it's hard to say, but all I know is that a complete box like this is going for $250. I bought one of my copies for $30 because a used copy was accidentally mislabeled at a GameStop. My first copy of this game, I actually bought it for $200, but it came with 12 other games, which averaged about $20 a pop per each game, so I felt like it was worth it, and I proceeded to get the rest of the box separately for another $60. So all in all, I paid around $80 to try to complete the set for myself, which was about launch price, so I'd like to think that I won that round nicely. Up next, we got Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door. As you can see, this one still has the GameStop sticker on it, and I got mine for the $44 because I'm a GameStop Pro member. Ooh. Unfortunately, mine has that ugly Player's Choice coloring to it and a bestseller icon on it. So in theory, it does drop the price value of my game down a bit, but for what it's worth, a Player's Choice / bestsellers copy is still being sold for around $150. So it's definitely not a complete loss, and I don't regret buying it. And for this next one, I didn't expect the price to double, but I'm glad it did. The game is Wild Arms Alter Code F. I bought this game at a small mom and pop shop for $80, going for $160 now. And to be honest, I haven't played it yet, so I don't know enough about this game to talk about it, and it's just chilling now until I get time to play it. This next one's an interesting one, Def Jam Fight for New York City. Just like Paper Mario, I also stumbled upon this game at a GameStop for about $50. It now sells for $150. There's not much to this game, it's just a bunch of rappers fighting each other. That's pretty much it. And last but not least, Skies of Arcadia Legends. And this one I found off of Facebook Marketplace for about $60. It's now worth about $200, so obviously I definitely broke even with this one. Well, there you have it. Those are my most expensive games. And I know I have a couple other games that I probably left out, and it's arguable that I could add the Pokemon games into this mix as well, since those have definitely skyrocketed since quarantine. And I do happen to own a complete in box gold and silver But as of now, I don't want to make the video too long, so I think we'll just kind of stick with what we have. And I'm definitely happy with the collection that I just showed, but whether or not a game is valuable or not depends on so many factors. And just because a game is expensive doesn't mean it's always fun or the best game out there either. Take Knuckles Chaotix for example. I enjoy the Sonic series, and I treasure it dearly. It's something that I grew up with, and it's something that I hold closely to my heart. But Knuckles Chaotix is absolute garbage. I beat the game, and I found it to be very frustrating and boring. With Fire Emblem Fates, I enjoyed the storyline, but I will always prefer Path of Radiance and Awakening over this one. I feel like Path of Radiance has a much better story, and in terms of handhelds, Awakening beats it down, no questions asked. And as much as I enjoy Hack, it felt kind of clunky compared to its predecessors, so I will admit I enjoy part 1 and 2 more than I enjoy part 4, but overall I did enjoy the series as a whole. With that said, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you guys all in the future. I still don't know how to do an outro, so bam.